Hey Leo, how are we today? Just doing our weekly readings, looking at love this week. Okay, and hopefully getting all the goss for you guys, see what comes out. But basically, before we get started, I will just let you all know that if you do leave a comment on one of my videos, you will go in the draw for a free personal reading. I will be drawing that when we hit 100 subscribers. As you can tell, we are just a super small channel, so I do really appreciate every single like and subscribe. Obviously wanting to grow the channel so that all these messages are getting to the people that need to hear them the most. But like I said, I do really appreciate every single like and subscribe. So thank you all for your support so far. But getting on into it, today we are starting with the Soul's Journey lesson cards there. They do throw out some very interesting messages. We also have the Slavic Folklore Lenormand deck, and then finishing off the readings today with those beautiful heart-shaped cards, the Lover's Oracle. Okay, so I'll get sort of straight on into it for you, Leo. Okay, love and romance for Leo, please. Love and romance for Leo. Okay, Leo, interesting. First of all, we do have the fear card coming through. That one does say, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. Okay, so that really does talk about that fight between love and fear. Okay, so a lot of people do sort of look at things as like very black and white, like good versus evil. The way I do like to look at things is, love versus fear. Okay, so, thinking about that, realizing that you're testing your resolve to live in the energy of love. What is stopping you from living in a loving energy? What are you fearful of? Sometimes fear shows itself in very interesting ways. All right, and like I said, a lot of people equate things. As good versus evil, but a lot of the time those evil things are just the things that we're afraid of, the things that we don't understand, things like that. Not saying that there's not definite evil in the world, because as we all know, there definitely is. But a lot of the time within ourselves, a lot of the time the things that we might see, love versus hate, I suppose, the things that we might hate are actually coming from fears. All right, so just something to keep in mind, Leo. I do also have denial. All right, so this talks directly about fear as well. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Okay, so denial is a facet of fear. Okay, so what is it that you're denying yourself from? I feel as though that's what it is for you guys, Leo, that you're denying yourself something because you're fearful of the outcome being negative. But what if the outcome is actually like the positive outcomes? I feel as though you might be only looking at the negative possibilities rather than actually seeing all the possibilities. Okay, so there might be some inner fear there that we need to address. Okay, the insight of awareness. Okay, all right, so we'll grab you some Lenormand there, Leo. Love and romance for Leo. Love and romance for Leo, please. Definitely some positive energy coming through, Leo. What's that last card about, please? Please clarify that last card. Okay. And is that the denial? Is that the denial? Just an extra card for the denial, please. Okay. All right. Okay, so that denial has come out in your sort of general spread here. When I asked directly about is this the denial that we're looking at? What is the denial kind of vibe there? It has thrown us out the lady. Okay, so the feminine energy. So it's letting us know that that denial is sitting within your emotional sphere. All right, I don't normally read the masculine and feminine as, you know, male or female. That feminine does just talk a lot more about you know, the emotional side of yourself. And remembering to nurture that as well. I do feel a lot of the time we forget about that nurturing element that belongs, you know, to give to yourself as well. Don't just nurture your relationships. Don't just nurture the people around you. Make sure you are nurturing yourself as well, Leo. Okay. Now getting into your reading there, we do have the child to start us off there, which is actually followed by the flowers. Okay, so we're definitely seeing, you know, the flowers is one of the super positive energies. The child is a pretty positive energy as well. That does talk about, you know, the beginnings of things, the new beginnings, and but I do feel for you, Leo, that this is just talking a lot more about, you know, finding that sense of innocence within yourself, finding that sense of, you know, that childlike sense of wonder and that playfulness. Okay, and not getting too strung up in these fears, not getting too strung up in the day to day, you know, monotony, and not getting strung up in that seriousness of life. Actually stopping and remembering to bring joy into your life and you know, look at the world with innocent eyes and stop and appreciate, you know, stop and smell the flowers. Like literally stop and smell the flowers. Okay. We do have that flowers energy there. So there's a lot of beauty in the world, okay, as well. So make sure you are taking notice of those things, allowing those things to, you know, allowing yourself to appreciate the beauty in the world at the moment. I feel as though, you know, you've kind of denied yourself a little bit of that innocence and just wonder at the world. You're kind of feeling like you're in a very sort of serious energy at the moment, Leo, where we are just, yeah, you know, maybe just living in fear a little bit and forgetting the love and the nurturing and you know, the looking at the world with innocent eyes kind of a vibe. All right. Now we do see the bouquet, so that's the flowers there. That does talk about giving energy. I feel as though what we're seeing straight away, giving to yourself, like I've mentioned with that nurturing, with that child card there, you know, giving to yourself, giving love to yourself. You know, I would actually even say with the flowers coming out, it is like can talk about physical gifts as well. So I would actually say for you, Leo, you know, go and buy yourself something pretty, okay? Because there's, you know, like sometimes that physical self care element is really necessary. And you know, Leos are known. I'm a Leo rising, so you know, I do understand sometimes that actually can really help you and really help your self esteem and help you, you know, take your mind off these fears for a little moment in time. You know, I just want to say, just go buy yourself something pretty, Leo. So, you know, give yourself a gift, not just those like, um, not just the gift of nurturing yourself, but also, you know, you might need a physical gift at the moment. Okay, just remind yourself that, you know, you are worth these little, even just the little things. You know, just go and buy yourself a treat or something. You know, I feel like that's important for you at the moment, Leo. Okay, and even if it's something in order to take care of yourself, like physically, okay, because I'm feeling that, like, you know, for someone out there, it might be something like going and spending the money on something little like but that's still sort of a self-care kind of treat, like go and spend some money on like a hair product or you know, like a face mask or something like that, you know, where you're giving yourself that time to actually sit down and do that thing that's taking care of your physical body. You know, so it does have like a realistic use, but also is a gift to yourself and actually a gift to actually spend time with yourself and look after yourself, Leo. All right, but then we do have here the stars and the ring coming through. Okay, so we are definitely seeing here that, you know, you are surrounded by this lovely energy at the moment. The stars is all about wishes coming true. So like wishing on a star, and so whatever your wishes are within relationships, you know, we are seeing that they do have that energy at the moment to be fulfilled. So, really sitting with yourself, spending some time to love yourself so that you can actually make sure we are attracting this to ourselves, because the energy is definitely there. That, whatever you wish for with a relationship, I feel like for a lot of you this is probably existing relationships, and that you're wishing for something specific within that connection. So I do feel as though for a lot of you that's exactly what's going on, and you do exactly have that being able to be fulfilled. It's just a matter of making sure the rest of the energy within yourself is allowing that to come through and actually transpire. So, if there is something in particular that you are wishing for, even like if you're not in a connection where you are wishing for, specific connection, things, it could just be that new beginning, because sometimes the ring can talk about new cycles entering your life as well. So definitely for those of you who don't have a relationship that you've got wishes in, it definitely could be that brand new connection coming through. So I'm just feeling that the energy is there for the taking. It's just really going to matter about getting through this fear, and making sure we're actually nurturing ourselves so that we're matching our energy to this energy and actually allowing it in. I feel as though it's sitting right there for the taking. It's just a matter of making sure you're matching that energy, which is actually going to let it, drop the rest of the way down into reality for you. All right. So quite interesting, Leo. But then we do have here the snake, which I clarified with the house. Okay, so I did ask for the clarity just to sort of work out whether this is, going on externally to you or internally to you. And with the house, I do feel as though this is something that, home is where the heart is. That the house, when I'm asking that sort of clarification, it's definitely talking about within yourself. Okay, because I do sometimes liken that house energy to, like your personal bubble, your sphere of the world, what's going on with you personally. Looking at yourself as though each little part of you is just a room within this house. Okay, so we know that we are definitely looking within ourselves when it comes to this snake energy. And that's why I sort of wanted to clarify that, because that actually directly connects to that denial energy that we did see at the start. Okay, so I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Okay, so I feel as though that's just letting us know that there may be something when it comes to our emotions, especially if you are wishing for something particular within a connection, all right, that we just saw in that stars and that ring. There may be an element of you are actually deceiving yourself about what you're truly wishing for within that connection. All right. So make sure you really are, becoming aware of what it is exactly that you are wishing for within your connections. Okay. Or within new connections. And be careful that you're not allowing yourself to deceive yourself in any way, and say, like, I'm just trying to think of an example there, because sometimes when we're in that fear emotion, sometimes we're in that fear emotion, and like we are seeing the emotional side with that being clarified with the woman energy as well. So sometimes when we're in that fear emotion, we tend to think things, or say things to ourselves like, I don't want a relationship, I'm fine without one. Okay. Um, are you really though? Like, is that something that you would secretly kind of actually wish for? Okay, so it's kind of really, really facing ourselves when it comes to um these things. All right. So I know it's a bit of a harder energy and a bit confronting, but you are kind of really needing to face yourself about what it is you are truly wishing for, and make sure, like I said, you're matching your energy to those wishes, rather than allowing that fear and denial to block that energy from actually coming in for you, Leo. Okay. So like I said, I'm sorry if it is a bit confronting, Leo, but that's what I'm seeing for you. Okay. But I'll grab you some of the Lovers Oracle as well. Okay. Love and romance for Leo, please. Love and romance for Leo. Love and romance for Leo, please. Love and romance for our Leos. Whoa, okay. Okay, Leo. So, firstly, we have this card here. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. Okay, so that's those wishes. Okay, they're the new possibilities for you. They are sitting in your energy. That new path is available to you. Follow it. Okay. We also have this one here, which is give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart desires. Okay, so we did see that with that wishes card. Okay, so this is what your heart truly desires, that your heart truly wishes for and dreams for, has that hope and inspiration. You deserve it. You deserve to have it. You deserve to be it. Okay, so all that your heart truly desires, it's just with that snake card, make sure you are aware of the true desires. Don't allow yourself to tell yourself, I don't desire that, when really you do. Okay, Leo, have that self-awareness to, as we saw up there as well with that denial card, replace it with the insight of awareness. Okay, so if you're aware that you're doing this, that's the first step to overcome it. Okay. But that's what I have for you today, Leo. Let me know in the comments if that resonates for what's going on with you at the moment. But if this is where we leave each other, thank you so much for your time today, Leo.